Hey guys, welcome to the info channels. This is me Ranga from closecourier.com, and today in this video I want to share the air hostess or air attendance interview questions and their answer. If you want to work as a cabin crew, the selection process is a little bit lengthier than the other job. Because why? The air hostess or the cabin crew member, they have to complete the 4 stages. Okay, first you have to apply the job, and second there is the assessment test, and third is a written test, and fourth is an interview is very crucial because it determines either you success to get a job or not. Okay, here are some important questions. The 15 question I am providing here, and those are very important and frequently asked question in the interview, especially in the Gulf country. Question number 1, tell me about yourself. It is the first and foremost question in each and every interview the interviewer asks. The interviewer want to know about your educations, experience and the skill, but don't include the irrelevant things which are not connected with the cabin crew job. Here is a sample answer. Hello sir, I am Shika. I have recently completed my BBA from San Institute of Technology and Management in Dubai. I have done 3-month International Air Transportation Association IATA cabin crew training in Fly Dubai Institute. The skill that I have learned from my 3-month training: self-defense, swimming, aerobics, Zumba, water survival, uniform maintenance and hands out, etc. This can be a sweet and short answer for these questions. Question number 2. Why do you want to be an air hostess or cabin crew? Okay, the interviewer want to know either you interested for this position or somebody encourage you to do. Mainly, there are the two reasons the peoples or the person they choose the careers. Number 1, the resolute interest in the job, and the second is encouragement from friend or family member. But when you are answering this question, you should say you are interested in that job rather than telling you are encouraged by your friends, family member, etc. Okay, here is a sample answer. Sir, I love to work with the public. I believe that I have a good level of communication and organized skill. I feel I can overcome any problem the passenger face during the flight. Okay, here is the another sample answer. I want to become a air hostess cabin crew because not only it provide the good rewards but also offer opportunity to travel and explore the new city, which is my anticipated image of my lifestyle. Okay, these two answer can be fit for your interview. Number 3, how do you handle the passenger who refuse to follow the instruction during the takeoff and landing? Okay, all the time the cabin crew are responsible to make sure the passenger follow the rules and the safety measure. But when takeoff and the landing time, the passenger should comply the extra security measure or the safety measure, such as tightening the seat belt, switching off the electronic devices, and not using the bathroom. So if any passenger they don't follow your instruction, they can dispute with you or they can ask many questions. When you are answering this question, you should include your conflict resolution skill and quick decision making power and good judgment. Here is a sample answer. I will repeatedly tell the instruction to the passenger if he or she did not understand because of the passenger noise. Tell him the consequences of disobeying the cabin crews. If still refuse, I seek the other cabin crew's assistant. At the last option, inform to the captain. Number 4. What would you do if someone panicking at the starting and landing time? Normally, the first time flyer, they scare or they panic when the landing and starting the aeroplanes. In this situation, what you can do or what is your response? The interviewer they want to know. Okay, here is the sample answer. The passenger not only react abnormally because of the takeoff and landing and turbulent situation, but also they may have other problem such as fall sick. First, I will ask if the customer is okay, then provide him or her if anything needed. Secondly, I reassure him the anxiety while flying is common and give some tips for the staying calm. Okay, this answer can fit for your answer. The customer they react abnormally because of sick or their health situation, not maybe they are not fear of starting and landing of the airplanes. So first you will ask them if they are okay or they need any medicines, and if not, if he is scared, you reassure him that is a common anxiety. The people who first use the aeroplanes for their traveling. Okay, the question number 5. As a cabin crew, what is the significant role in an emergency situation in air? Okay, the emergency situation can happen in the airplanes. Either it can be a fire or medical emergency. Any type of emergency, the cabin crew or the air hostess or air attendants, they should know the proper policy. When you are answering these questions, you should say stay calm and conduct emergency procedure with other cabin crew. Okay, this is your first things need to do when there is an emergency. Another is leadership. You should have a leadership and authority to direct the passenger. Okay, you should have leadership and you should present as an authority to direct the passenger what to do and what not to do in case of emergency. The another is appropriate decision making power. Okay, you should have a power of making the decision appropriately in the emergency situation. You should not be panic. If you panic, so you cannot guide the passenger. Okay, here is a sample answer. In case of flight emergency, I will stay calm and repeatedly instruct the passenger what to do. If the oxygen level is low, I will use the marks first and say to other to do so. I will focus the double check the exit doors. My optimum effort will be the keeping the passenger calm as much as possible. Okay, question number 6. What are your customer service strength? Every airliner they want to provide the excellent customer service. So you should have a customer service skill. Okay, how you can create a excellent customer service in your airplanes or in your airliners. Okay, creating a positive environment. You should create a positive environment in in your flight and improving passenger satisfaction. Okay, the airliner has to improve the passenger satisfaction. They have to address the dissatisfaction of the customers and helping out when the possible. If anybody they need a help, uh, either in a flight or at the airports, you should help them as possible. Okay, here is a sample answer. As I always care about two things, helping other people and determined to perform well. These two qualities help me to make other people happy with my services. Every airline has a customer service policy. I have to ability to adapt it fully and effectively. Okay, this is the first answer. And the another answer here is either passenger asks me a question, make a request or have any concern. I do a great job listening to them and make sure that I meet their expectation and understand their problem. Okay, This is second answer can be a very good when you are answering these questions. Okay. Number 7. How could you adjust yourself to the new environment and situation? Okay. Not every day the airlines has the same destination. Maybe you have to fly today one country, maybe in another country. And sometime if that is a normal route also, maybe some situation the aeroplanes may divert its route to the another country through the another countries. So at that time you should say uh, how you can adjust mm, yourself with the situation and with that environment. Okay, here is a sample answer. I am flexibility in the handling the flight schedule change, overnight hotel booking, work availability, and the broad understanding of different culture. I love landing in the new country and getting a chance to go to the local market where we can discover the local things based on their tradition. Okay, you love to go to the different country. If the destination is changed for your job also, you will be happy rather than sad. Okay. Question number 8. What do you find most difficult in working as a team? The cabin crew, they always work in a team. Without teamwork, you cannot work quickly and efficiently. Without teamwork, you cannot make the customer satisfied on the flight hours. So if anybody are difficult to work with you, the interviewer, they want to know about the main thing. What thing you feel that difficult with the other peoples or with the peoples who are working with you? Okay, here is a sample answer. I feel difficult if the team member does not function as a goal. In the previous job as a social mobilizer in the project, we completed the various projects with collaborations and cooperation among the team member. But one of the member of our team was not helpful. Then I compromised and understand his perspective. That became the remedy of that issue. Okay, if the person is not working as a team's expectation, so you should address their perspective, because the different people has a different types of perspective regarding a same thing, right? So you should include here, you have a ability to compromise with other people's, and you have a habit to understand the other people's perspective. Number 9. How could you solve a challenging situation with coworker? Okay, when you are working with the many people, when you are working in a team, the conflict can happen with a coworker, and you should say what skill you have to resolve the challenging situation with a coworker. Okay, here is a sample answer. I surely accept it. The cause of the miscommunication can bring the conflict between the co-workers. If that is my mistake, I will apologize with the co-worker. If that is the mistake of other, let them know that is not good for the team and the company. If they apologize, I will forgive them. Okay, you can forgive them if someone is apologized, or if you are doing the mistake, you can apologize to the other. It can be a conflict resolution skill that you have. Okay, number 10. What do you know and why want to work in our airlines? Okay, before you go for the interview, you have to research about the company, because if you have the knowledge about the company, you can answer many questions which are regarding to the organization. So this is a questions the interviewer, they want to know how much knowledge or how much you research about their company. Either you are interested to their company is really, or just you apply for the job. The interviewer, they want to know it. So when you searching the job, you should know about these things. company establishment, business growth, competitors, and current CEO of the company, etc. Research these basic things which help you to answer these questions. Here is a simple answer. Etihad Airways is a national airlines of the United Arab Emirates. Your company have coming in a long way in the short period of time since it founded in 2003. The UAE flagship carriers has about 178 aircraft with a destination of 78 countries all over the world. The current CEO of the company is Mr. Mohammed Mustafa, and Fly Dubai as well as the Emirates Airline are its competitor. Okay, you answered like this, it's okay. Number 11. Can you tell us briefly the duty and responsibility of the flight attendants, air hostess or cabin crew, whatever they say? Simple answer. The duty and responsibility of the cabin crew are as following. Welcoming the passenger, directing passenger to their seat. In case of emergency, make the passenger follow the proper procedure, attending the pre-flight briefing, giving the first aid to the passenger if needed, ensuring the passenger disembark safety, serve the food and refreshment to the passenger, announcing on behalf of the pilot, checking all the safety equipment and make sure the aircraft is tidy before the flight. After the flight, make sure there is not any baggage in the overhead locker. Okay, these are the basic flight attendants or cabin crew responsibility. Number 12. What are your strengths? Okay, your strength should include talent, knowledge, and the skill. These three things include when you are answering these questions. Simple answer. I can learn things easily and quickly. I never give up the assigned tasks in the middle of rather than complete it in a time. I can adapt to the different environment and work with the different culture of peoples. Simple answer. Another is simple answer. My strengths are the hardworking, self-motivated, positive attitude toward my career and company, and flexibility on the work. Number 13. What are your area of improvement or weaknesses? Okay, everybody has a weaknesses. There is not anybody who don't have any weaknesses, right? The even interviewer also have the weaknesses. But when you are answering this question, your weaknesses should not directly impact to the cabin crew job. Okay, when you are answering this question, just give the weaknesses which are not directly effect to your job when the company is apply as a cabin crew. Here is a simple answer. I believe people easily. Caused by that, one of my neighbor cheated me on the borrowing money. Still, I have not changed this, but I confident now word I will analyze the people first before trusting him or her. Number 14. Do you want to relocate? Okay. If the company require you relocate to the different country, so this question can be asked in your interview. Suppose you are the Indian and the Dubai airline it hire you, then they can ask you to relocate to Dubai or relocate to the another country. But when you are answering this question, you have to give based on your situation rather than the people guiding to you. Okay, the answer can be a sir, absolutely I can relocate. Maybe sir, I can relocate. Say no with a cautious and with a reason. When you want to tell no, so you can lose the job. So when you are answering this question as a no, then say with a reason why you cannot, what situation is halt you to relocate to the another country. Question number 15. Do you have any questions? This is the last question the interviewer they ask you and allow you to ask the questions regarding your curiosity about the job or the company to them. But most of the interviewer they don't want to ask the question. They say no sir, but it is not a good idea. Ask some questions if you want to know, but don't ask the selfish questions. Don't bring the salary, don't bring the working hour, don't bring the what type of work I have to perform like this, like this. Those type of questions are very dangerous to ask. But you can ask the question like this regarding the job, regarding the airline, regarding the industry. Here is a simple answer. What are the challenging things in this position? The another question, why your airline is different than other? This type of question you can ask in this question. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. I want you to subscribe my channels, and if you have any questions, ask on the comment box. And there is a link on the video description box. You can go to the detailed articles on my website. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.